Imagine this, a dimly lit studio in Los Angeles, the air charged with electric creativity. In the center, surrounded by instruments and an aura of cool confidence, stands none other than Bruno Mars. But wait, next to him, not just any pop star, but Blackpink's Rose, casually laughing, harmonizing, and exchanging glances with the uptown funk maestro himself. What started as a quiet rumor has now erupted into a storm of speculation. Is this just another high-profile collaboration? Or is there something deeper, something undeniably magnetic, between these two world-class artists that fans can't ignore? Before we dive deeper into the unexpected bond unfolding between Rose and Bruno Mars, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more exclusive insights and breaking stories from the K-pop and global music universe. Trust me, you won't want to miss what we're about to uncover. Now, let's rewind for a second. The story doesn't just start with them casually vibing in the studio. It actually began when Rose was spotted leaving a private event in New York earlier this year, an event Bruno Mars also attended. Back then, nobody thought much of it. Celebrities mingle, after all. But weeks later, Rose posted a cryptic Instagram story, a short video clip of her strumming the guitar to the melody of Versace on the Floor. The caption? A single sparkle emoji. Fans went into a frenzy, speculating whether this was a hint of an upcoming collaboration with Bruno. But what no one expected was the chemistry that started to unfold not just musically, but personally. Industry insiders soon confirmed that Rose and Bruno Mars were indeed in the studio together, working on what was initially described as a genre-bending track combining soulful pop with a sprinkle of retro funk. That alone was enough to excite the world, but those who had the privilege of witnessing their studio sessions described the dynamic as unusually intimate for a professional partnership. They weren't just working, they were laughing, playfully teasing each other, and even engaging in late-night jam sessions that seemed to go far beyond work hours. The question on everyone's mind? Why ROS? Bruno Mars has collaborated with massive stars before, Cardi B, Anderson .Paak, and many more. But there's something uniquely alluring about Rose's presence that has even Bruno Mars captivated. Sources close to the collaboration shared that Bruno was immediately struck by her vocal tone and emotional delivery, calling her voice the perfect balance between vulnerability and power. But there's more. Here's where things get even more intriguing. During a behind-the-scenes clip that briefly surfaced on a fan account, before being swiftly deleted, Bruno is heard saying, "You bring out a side of me I haven't explored in years." To which Rose, smiling coyly, responds, "That's because you let me." Was it a flirty exchange? Or just two artists respecting each other's craft? The internet couldn't decide, but the clip has since fueled countless theories, and if you think that's the only clue, think again. Fans noticed that Rose started adopting a more retro aesthetic in her personal fashion choices recently, echoing the 70s funk and soul vibe that Bruno Mars is famously associated with. Coincidence? Maybe. But when Rose herself shared a Polaroid of her and Bruno laughing hysterically over a vintage record player, the caption read, "Some things just feel timeless." The curiosity meter shot through the roof. Let me pause here for a second, because what's coming next in this story might completely change your perception of this partnership. Stay with me, because the next piece of the puzzle involves not just music, but whispered conversations about an unspoken connection between the two. You'll want to hear this. Back to the unfolding saga. In an exclusive leak from an unnamed music executive, it's been hinted that their collaboration isn't just a one-off single. Apparently, Bruno Mars is producing multiple tracks with Rose, with at least one song described as deeply personal, almost like a love letter. The same source claimed that Rose's lyrical input has been more raw and honest than anything she's written before, leading some to wonder if the emotions behind those lyrics are inspired by real-life feelings, perhaps feelings stirred during her time with Bruno Mars. This is where the fan theories get wild. Some observers have pointed out that Rose and Bruno have been unusually private on social media lately, despite earlier teases. No promotional posts, no official teasers, just an eerie silence. In the world of entertainment, silence often speaks louder than words. Could it be that they're intentionally keeping things under wraps because the collaboration is not just professional? Or is this all a masterful PR strategy to keep anticipation sky high? Then came the Paris Fashion Week moment. Both Rose and Bruno Mars were spotted at an exclusive after-party hosted by a luxury fashion house. No official photos captured them together, but blurry fan videos show them sharing a quiet conversation in a corner, away from the main crowd, laughing like old friends, maybe something more. Observers noted the easy body language between them, the kind of comfort that usually takes months, even years, to build, and just when fans thought they couldn't speculate more, Bruno Mars surprised everyone during a recent interview. When asked if he'd ever consider collaborating with a K-pop artist, Bruno chuckled and said, "I already have, and let's just say she's got soul in every note." He didn't name names, but who else could it be? Meanwhile, Rose was asked in a Vogue Korea feature about her dream collaboration. Instead of a direct answer, she smiled and said, "Sometimes the dream finds you before you even know you're dreaming." Cryptic, yet perfectly on brand for Rose's introspective personality. But let's step back. Why does this partnership, collaboration or not, feel different? It's not just about musical compatibility. It's about energy, the kind that's hard to fabricate. Fans, even skeptics, have pointed out that Rose seems brighter, more relaxed, even glowing in recent public appearances. In contrast, Bruno Mars, known for his charming bravado, appears more mellow, thoughtful, as if reflecting something deeper within himself. Some insiders suggest that their connection stems from mutual respect for each other's artistry. Rose has often spoken about her love for timeless music, while Bruno has openly admired artists who can sing with their heart on their sleeve. Perhaps what we're seeing is the unfolding of two souls connecting through music in a way that transcends charts and streams. And if you've been following their subtle breadcrumbs on social media, here's another fun clue. Both have recently shared posts about the concept of timing, Rose via a poetic caption, Bruno via a simple clock emoji. Separate posts, but for fans, it feels like they're speaking in a secret code only the truly attentive can decode. Now, here's your mid-video teaser. Because what if I told you that not only are they making music together, but there are whispers of a joint stage appearance at the upcoming Grammy Awards? That's right, insiders hint that Rose might be joining Bruno Mars for a surprise performance that could redefine East meets West collaborations. But is it just a performance? Or a grand reveal of a deeper bond? Keep watching, because there's more to this than meets the eye. Fast forward to today, and rumors are gaining even more traction as reports suggest Rose extended her stay in Los Angeles, citing creative commitments. But fans speculate that it's Bruno Mars who might be the real reason she's still in the City of Angels. Add to that, both have been spotted separately frequenting the same jazz clubs, known for their intimate, soulful vibes, far from the mainstream Hollywood scene. What's perhaps most captivating is how neither of them is rushing to confirm or deny anything. This silence only fuels the fire, keeping fans hungry for every micro-interaction, every potential hint. And perhaps that's the beauty of it. In an age of oversharing, Rose and Bruno Mars are cultivating mystique, drawing us all into a narrative that's equal parts music, chemistry, and the tantalizing possibility of something more. If, and it's still an if, their connection goes beyond music, it would mark a unique chapter in global pop culture. A union of K-pop elegance and Western funk, two different worlds blending not just in sound, but perhaps in spirit. So what do you think? Is this just an extraordinary collaboration between two gifted artists, or are we witnessing the early stages of an iconic musical, and maybe personal, partnership? I want to know your thoughts. Drop your theories, opinions, and hopes in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you're the first to know when this story unfolds further. There's more brewing between Rose and Bruno Mars, and I promise, the next update could change everything we think we know.